All right, and a smooth Friday open we have. Terry Norvelle coming to you from the beautiful Action Sports Jacks studios as we bring you a Friday edition here. We do it until 6 o'clock. We hope you'll stay with us here and enjoy what we bring you. Terry Norvelle here. I think we've got Patrick Young lined up. Of course, Zach Rothrock producing, and we're going to jump into it and cover a lot of different topics today on a Friday. Rainy, nasty Friday. Hope to hear from Brent Beard a little bit later. And with all that, Zach, where are we? What day is it? Where are we at? Is Patrick on? Where?
Yeah, we got Patrick.
Am I here? Where am I?
You made it.
What a battle!
You were
battle just to get here. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, we got Patrick.
Hey, buddy.
What's happening?
Wow, Patrick. I just need a hug. Sometimes you just need a hug. Patrick, is Benita around? I need a mom hug or something. Is your mom around? What a commute to get here today, Patrick. Patrick, the cars were coming from every direction and they were running. I couldn't move and I got stuck. And Patrick, help me, Patrick Young. Patrick, help me. Patrick, are you there for me? Is anybody there for me? Zach, do you care?
I'm here. I mean, yeah, I have. It sounds like you faced a pretty tremendous day of Duval County traffic.
Well, can I paint the picture here?
Yes.
Okay,
I would love that.
Somehow I made it here.
Up again.
Okay, so
Barely.
we're in. Yeah, I was here. What, 3 minutes ahead?
Not even.
2 minutes ahead. Okay, so it's Friday. I get it. It's late August. School has just started. I guess it was the perfect storm. Okay, I'm leaving my house. I live in the Mayport area. Okay, and we're in studio today. 11700 Central Parkway, which is only right up Beach Boulevard. It's not that far, right? From my house to 11700 Central Parkway in the studio where I'm at is about I'm guessing, 12-minute drive if there was not a car on the road, right? I see the traffic, right? I see the weather. Zach, you with me? So I see the weather. I understand It's a rainy Friday. It's late August. We're only 2 weeks into the school year, so there's more traffic. I am on top of the Atlantic Boulevard Intercoastal Bridge right there at 2:56. I'm on the top of that bridge. I've got to come down, and I have the option. I can turn left on San Pablo. I can turn left on Hodges. I can turn left on Kernan. I catch Beach Boulevard, turn right on Beach, and go up, and I'm here. Okay. 2:56 because I knew that it was weather and traffic, probably. I mean, how much earlier can I leave my house?
That's a pretty decent buffer.
As I'm on the top of the Intercoastal Bridge, Atlantic Boulevard Intercoastal Bridge, you just kind of how you just all of a sudden you're in massive traffic, right? There's not a whole lot. I didn't have my Waze on at that point because I knew where I was going. You know, Waze is that traffic directional thing most people use now. So as I'm on top of the bridge coming down, I kind of get pinned. I go, oh God, look at this traffic. Well, I'm in it then, okay? You're with me? I'm in it. And I'm kind of pinned in the inside lanes. So I'm looking at Waze at the time. I then fire up Waze, right, to see what's going on. It's showing red everywhere. If I go straight past San Pablo, it's redder than hell. You know what I mean? Slow, red, gridlock.
Yeah, bad.
And I'm aware that there are 2 schools on San Pablo, but that's at least my first turn. And I'm actually pinned into the turn lane, and I can't get out of the turn lane. Does that make sense? It's kind of forcing me onto San Pablo. And it really didn't matter, Zach, because if I went straight to Hodges, it looked like it would take me an hour, a mile and a half to get to Hodges. So I'm trapped in that turn lane to get onto San Pablo. And, buddy, it wasn't moving. And the more it doesn't move, what happens, Zach, in a traffic jam? The more the lights cycle and nobody can move, more traffic builds.
Yeah, then you get people stuck in the middle.
It gets people stuck in the middle.
I know.
It was about now. Zach and Patrick, if you can hear me, you guys can try to help me be nice, but I'm going to be mean here.
All right.
I'm going to be mean here. So I'm almost forced to turn left onto San Pablo.
Yeah.
I'm pinned down, and we're going nowhere. Nobody's giving you an inch, by the way. Nobody. There is no. Oh, you know how you can courtesy wave? Hey, buddy, could I get over? Hey, no.
There's no courtesy.
It's every man for himself out there right now. Zach, I mean, it's brass knuckles out there.
Oh, I mean, yeah, this is this is competitive traffic. This is
is it
traffic.
competitive traffic?
Yeah.
So here's where I'm going to get mean. Okay, whoever made the decision to build that second school on San Pablo. See, near San Pablo, near Atlantic Boulevard. You know where that area is? Can you picture it in your mind?
Oh, I'm somewhat familiar, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a Walmart mini store there.
Yeah,
blah,
oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah. Okay, I think that little school that's been there for 20 years is Alamacani. I think that's the grade school.
Call them out.
Yeah. No. I'm going to give them a break.
Yeah, it's not them, though. I got
Because they've been there 20 years. Well, some Einstein decided to approve. There's another school that's probably 3 or 4 years old on the other side. It might be one of those rocket schools or whatever.
the sign. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it might be. It might not be. But at this point, I don't.
Rocket schools.
Yeah. Hey, it might be one of those rocket school satellite schools. It might not.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't care. I don't care. Hey, rocket school guy, if you want to drive over here, we can fight right now. Okay. But Zach, somebody approved building that second school right across the street from Alamacani. If I could find the person that signed off on that, Zach, I would. Let's assume it's a man. I would hang him by his toenails upside down.
Oh my God.
Okay, I would hang him by his toenails upside down. I would then take 1,000,000 pieces of notebook paper.
Okay.
I would slice him all over his body.
This feels a little excessive.
Listen, we're talking paper cuts. You know what a paper cut? No, that's not going to kill you. A paper cut's not going to kill you because I don't want to kill the guy.
Oh my God.
Okay? I don't think I want to kill the guy.
Yeah.
But so picture this. He's hanging upside down by his toes.
Toenails.
Toenails. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Well, I thought that's what you said at first. I was
Yeah.
thinking they're probably going to rip out.
Yeah. I don't want, because I want pain. At this point, I want
Okay.
pain. And then I'm going to take those 1,000,000 slices of brand new notebook paper, and I'm just going to slice him. Paper cuts, all over. I want 1,000,000 paper cuts because he decided to put that second school across the street. And then I want to take him and dip him into a vat of rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Okay?
A vat. Where
A
do you
vat.
get vats?
A vat is a bit.
I understand.
I want him dipped in there, and Zach, I want pain. I don't want to kill the guy. I'm not a mean guy.
I mean, you know what?
I don't want to kill the guy, but I want some pain. Who decided to build that second school right across?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, there was a lot of different directions I thought the show might go today. This outrage from local politics and civil engineering. I didn't anticipate this. I was not ready for this. But what I will say, I appreciate I like this. I like this Lewis Black style energy that you have of this this hating everything right now. I like this. I think we should feed into this.
And I want to be mad at my fellow drivers because I'm telling you, it was ask no quarter out there on the road right now. It's ask no quarter, give no quarter.
Yeah, I mean it's do or die. I mean,
it is.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
I hope all of our young kids on their way home from school, and especially on a yellow bus, I hope everybody's safe. I will say this. If you are a parent or a team with a high school game tonight at a high school that's going to kick off, when the high school kick off? 7 o'clock, 6:30?
On average, 7, yeah.
I pray to God you're on the road already right now.
Yeah, probably
I pray
need
to
to be,
God.
yeah.
I pray to God. Who decided to build that second? And by the way, Zach, I get it. It is a perfect storm. Okay, there's a storm outside. It's rainy and nasty.
Literally.
It is late August, so school just started.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, and we have felt extra traffic. And you probably have a lot of new school travelers, meaning the parent's kid is in a new school, so they don't know the traffic pattern and all. But how do you build that school across the street from that school? Ungodly that somebody made that decision. And and by the way, when that school was going up 4 or 5 years ago, I'm not the only guy that was going, are they really putting a school straight across the street from another school at the time? And you're talking a 2-lane San Pablo's go this way, go that way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Whoever the council person is in that, I hope you don't get
Call
one
them out.
vote. I hope you never are voted in for anything.
Oh, my God.
Ever. And come talk to me if you think I'm being mean. My name is Terry Allen Norvelle. Come
middle
talk
name,
to me.
government name.
Middle name. Allan. Oh, my God.
All right.
Oh, my God. With that, hey, Zach, how you doing, bud? How's your day?
I like it. I mean, my day, I'm fantastic. I like this. I mean, I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
I feel like I have been, somebody put a full body croaker sack over my body, somehow cinched it and tied it. I can't see. And then I feel like somebody has beat me about the head and shoulders for about an hour with a bag of hammers. Just beat the crap out of me is what I feel like.
That's what sitting in traffic feels like. They'll get the kinks worked out.
And as I'm walking out of my house today, heading this way, I'm in the car. I'm on top of the bridge. I'm in the car at about 2:50, 10 to 3. Show's on at 4, by the way. And I'm on top of that bridge about 2:55. I thought I left probably too early.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge buffer.
Holy cow. Oh, my God. And then I hate to say this, I had a lot of time on my hands in that traffic a minute ago. And Zach, honesty compels me. I thought to myself, I wonder how much quicker I could get to my destination. All these freaking Yankees from up north would get out of my way.
Yeah, well.
Get out of my way, you Yankee. You don't live here.
Those are the ones that won't let you cut in.
Oh, dude, there was no cut in. I'm telling you, ask no quarter and give no quarter. It was every man and woman for him or herself. Woo! It's Friday. I'm supposed to be in a good mood.
Yeah, it's a great Friday. The Friday before college football officially begins.
Yeah, got it. And the only watchable game tomorrow is it sucks. There's only one real game tomorrow. There's 5 total, but only one. But the cool thing is that one game, the top 25 matchup, is at noon. Did you know that? It's at high noon.
Yeah.
So you watch that game.
And then you got them all day.
And then you got NFL mess. Obviously, it's been announced Travis Hunter. Nobody will play for the Jaguars starters, including Travis Hunter. I know nobody other than somebody inside the Jaguar organization would know this, but is there any concern about Travis Hunter? He really hasn't done much in the last 2 weeks, and he will not have done anything stressful until opening day. Is there concern about Travis Hunter right now?
Well, I think it's mostly precautionary. I mean, you do kind of got to be concerned with the guy with his size trying to play as many snaps on both sides of the ball. But I mean, I think it's all precautionary at this point. I don't think there's any major concern. Not really. I just think it is what it is at this point. You just don't want to. A lot of teams are not playing their star players, and I think they've seen enough and they know. And I think they want to use them more on the offensive side of the field more than the defensive side. I think that's the conclusion they're coming to.
It will be intriguing. Probably one of the wouldn't it be one of the at least week 1, 2, maybe 3, at least the first couple of weeks. The Travis Hunter thing will be one of the more intriguing storylines in the NFL. I hear and read now a lot of national stuff going, Jaguars this and that, but hey, we want to see how Travis Hunter does playing two-way. It's intriguing. It's new, it's different, which makes it intriguing, I think.
Yeah, he's the shiny new object.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a
it may bomb, it may go
unique.
great, it may, I will say this, and Zach, you've been around me. You and I have known each other a long time. We've worked together a long time. You've been with me here on this show with Patrick for quite a while. You know my stance on the team this year. I don't think the Jaguars are going to be very good. Yesterday, even the fluffy local media, you got to ask yourself, if you're a fan, are you going to I've coined that phrase, the local fluffy Jaguar media.
Right.
Because I've seen every offseason. I've been here every offseason, 30-ish now, I guess, when you first get started.
Yeah.
And, Zach, they've made the play out of 30 completed seasons. I think they've made the playoffs like 7 times, 6 or 7 times. So that leaves 23, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those other 23 seasons, and Lord knows I've lived them, there must have been 16, 17, 18 of those 23, maybe more, that anybody with a neutrality vision would go, this team's not real good. I think I'm the only media guy in the history of Jacksonville that has ever said, different years, I don't think this team's going to be very good. The media, they're doing what they always do. I think the fan is set up, if they're listening to the local fluffy media, not named Terry Norvelle, and I don't want to be bad guy, but I think the local fan here, the local Jaguar fan, needs a guy like me. I'm going to tell you what I think. Am I right all the time? No. I miss a lot. But I'm not going to be – let me back up. The local media, they're doing it again this offseason. They did it again. I think the local fluffy media never will say, gosh, it's just not going to be a great year. They're not real good. And that brings on the fan. They hear Johnny local media and Joey local media. And I think the fan, fans, they're supposed, the fanatic, right? I think they get buff. I see them doing it again. I see the media here in Jacksonville kind of painting a if you gave them truth serum, I don't think they really think the Jaguars are going to be good, but they don't want to say the truth, and I think that fools the local fan into a false sense of security. I don't think this team, if you could cut it and slice it and dice it, I think the Jaguars, what we've seen, what we heard happened on the practice field yesterday, I think they are what they are. I just don't think they're very good.
Yeah. Well,
I just don't think they're very good. But the local fan media guy never says that, and I think that blindingly sends the fan into a stupor, and then they start bitching, and then I'll step in a few weeks and go, well, what did you think this team was going to be?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to sunshine pump and say this team's going to go 14-3 because that's just not realistic. I don't think this team's going to do that. But I mean, I do think that there are reasons for optimism. I think that at the absolute ceiling, this team could be a team that makes the playoffs and potentially just gets embarrassed in their playoff game. But I mean, once you make it to the playoffs,
yeah, sure.
Who knows?
I mean, that would be a monumental season if they made the playoffs. So let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
And if we had call-in, we don't. But if we had call-in, I would open up to the fan. Zachary Rothrock, if you have some bullets in your gun and you want to use this, as I ask you, last year the Jaguars were 4-13. They were 4-13. That's what they were. They were 4-13.
Yeah, that's how you get the number 2 pick.
What has happened to make you or Joe fan out there that's optimistic? Why do you think they have improved? And give me some theories, and I'll talk about it.
Yeah. So, the main reason, the first reason why I think they had a good chance to make the playoffs is, I mean, they're in one of the most poor divisions in the NFL. So
that is fair.
So right there, I mean, I think they could. I mean, you go 4-2, potentially even 5-1 in your division. That gives you a real big leg up. I think Houston is the only like real big, strong contender. Um, and then I think that Liam Cohen, if he were to implement a lot of things that he did with the Buccaneers and what he did with, I believe it was Geno Smith before that. He was somewhere before that where he made a quarterback that's typically not that great do way above and beyond what they have done. I think that you can make Trevor Lawrence get to that next level, and then that can be a force multiplier. That's really what it comes down to. Is really the hope of the fan base comes down to, can Trevor Lawrence take that step, and can Liam Cohen unlock that next step, or can he not? And that's going to make the O line play better. If you get rid of the ball faster, the defense is worried about the play action and actually throwing the ball downfield, that's going to be a force multiplier. That's going to make your defense better and everything. That's really what all the optimism comes down to. And the reason why you should still have optimism is because you do still have a guy like Trevor Lawrence. We haven't seen him get to that upper echelon. He's not mentioned with the guys in that top tier like Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, and he shouldn't be, because he hasn't done anything to deserve that. He's gotten paid like those guys, though. And so when you get paid like those guys, you need to perform like those guys. And it's kind of, I mean, it's time to, as my grandma used to say, it's time to either get off the pot or P1, you know? it's kind of.
Granny made the show.
Yeah. That's one of her old quotes, you know? So, I mean, that's just kind of where we are with that. It's kind of just, it's a do or it's either do or don't year for Trevor Lawrence and this team. He's got, you had the mulligan year with Urban Meyer. I think everyone can look at that and say, all right, you know, there wasn't much you could do with that. And then you got the new regime with Doug Peterson. And honestly, I kind of thought that was a fair shot, and he did have a fair chance with the Doug Peterson coach. He didn't handle things perfectly, but now you got a Brian Thomas. I think he's got everything it takes to be a great NFL receiver. You got this new gadget with Travis Hunter. The running back room, and that is a worry, and the offensive line room, it's a work in progress, and that's a worry too. But I mean, they got everything that they need for him to have a. He's got everything. Well, he didn't have Jamar Chase, but he's got about everything that Joe Burrow has to make things work as far as the team around him.
See, I also hear you. You make great points. I also think that if you're sitting, particularly maybe not in Indy, you're sitting in Tennessee. They're going, we've got our generational quarterback. They went out and got Tet McMillan. They're as high on Tet McMillan. And by the way, the Jaguars came close to taking him. They're as high on Tet McMillan.
He's with the Panthers, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Panthers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking their first opener game.
Yeah.
The Panthers were a 5-win team. Jaguars were a 4-win team. The Panthers, if we're doing radio there right now, they're going, well, here's why we're going to beat Jacksonville. We've improved. We've got Xavier Leggett on one side. Now they've got Tet McMillan. They've got a full a two-way running back. He was a 1,200 Chuba Hubbard. They've got a guy. He was 1,250 yards rushing. Caught 1 million passes. So they've got a well-rounded. I think you look at Carolina and they're thinking we're going to be 1-0. You know, every fan. I just think Jaguar fan is falling for it again. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope I get chewed out and laughed at, but I just think I think the local fluffy Jaguar media is doing it again. And I've tried to I know the last 2 years, I think we got Patric on.
Yeah.
The last 2 years, I've tried to kind of give Jaguar fan, hey, man, be careful falling for this again. They're just not real good. And when I'm out and about, I talk to some people, and they'll ask me, hey, Terry, what do you think? And I'll go, you're probably not going to want to hear this. And when I say it, I said, I just don't think the Jaguars are that good. They look at me with a glazed, like, no. It's a new season, and we've got the right to be good. I don't think that's how easy it works, Patrick Young. Patrick, built for more, Patrick Young.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you this time.
Look great. Look great.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, as a fan, do you really want to just say, well, I know we're not going to win the Super Bowl.
I hear you.
I know we're not going to win the playoffs or make it to the playoffs. Like, because look, Tennessee, Titans, for example, they're projected last in everything. Like, do their fans? Your loyalty is supposed to stick through and through, but like the
Yeah,
most delusional fan base has to be the Cowboys.
sure.
30 years of what did it say? 30 that analogy I used, 30 years of it snowing or not
Oof,
snowing.
oof.
And then it's like, why do you keep betting that it's going to do that when you have
Yeah,
evidence that it's
yeah,
not going to? Uh, maybe that's just the acceptance of being a fan. Like
yeah.
it's not logical.
I
It
just,
doesn't make sense.
I just think, like we were talking, I think Tennessee thinks they've got Cam Ward, the next superstar. Carolina says, "Well, we won 5 games. Our quarterback figured it out. We've got a great running back." I just think I just see the Jaguar fan again, and a lot of the local fluffy media is playing into it. I
But
think,
Terry, how many you've gotten this? But what about Travis Hunter?
mhm,
Travis Hunter can't win us games. The offensive line and defensive line gives us a chance to
yeah,
win games.
yeah,
Like he's an answer, he's an auxiliary. He's not saying anything about how special he is.
yeah.
He is in a position that relies on other people doing their job well
Well said.
for him to do his job well.
Well said. Well
I don't
said.
care if you got Usain Bolt and he can run a straight go route and
Yeah,
outrun the
yeah.
safety. If the quarterback can't get the ball to him, he's wasting his talent, time, and
Yeah,
energy.
yeah, I agree. Anyway, tomorrow don't expect a whole lot. Tomorrow is really a glorified walkthrough. I've
I
said
don't
it.
even play this game
I don't know. I've said it,
at
and a
this
lot of people.
point.
I'm not the only guy that said it, but man, I would have rather you put 3 or 4 cameras locked down at the practice yesterday, and not even broadcast tomorrow. Right? I would rather watch Thursday, and by all accounts, it was an ugly day for Jacksonville. But I would have rather seen that, wouldn't you?
Hey, I tell you a team right now that seems to be, but again, it's only preseason, but a team that seems to actually have rebounded and did well in the draft. Did you watch Jackson Dart at all yesterday?
I've watched him. I didn't watch him much yesterday. We talked about him this week. I like him. I think he's a quarterback of the future in the league. And no, but I think he's had a good offseason. I like him
He
a lot.
he looks so comfortable out there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
making some big time throws.
yeah.
Uh, he has the athletic ability to run if he needs to, but he runs to try to find a pass versus just there's a lot of
Nice.
rookie guys. Bo Nix was this. If you go back to watch Bo Nix his first year in Auburn, oh
Good
my gosh,
comparison. Good
it was like
comparison.
hike, run,
Yeah,
hike,
head
run,
head down run. Yeah, head down
head down,
run.
run.
Yeah,
And it sucks because Bo Nix apparently was like the second or third fastest guy on that Auburn team, but
yeah.
this is college, man,
Yeah,
and now
I'm
in
with
the
you
NFL,
though. I like Jackson Dart. I've liked him in college. I think he's got that it factor.
he's got
Um,
the pro look in terms of a guy being the most ready to take over in his rookie year if have to be. Look, he's coming. Say what you want about Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin, but the guy knows how to coach
I
quarterbacks.
agree, man. I
He
agree.
does, and he pro style offense. Yeah, they can't defend, but they can score,
Yeah,
and the NFL likes scoring.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you. We got a lot to get to. Patrick Young's here. It's 4:30. We're gonna have Brent Beard about 5 o'clock. I hope 5 or 5:30. I'm trying to get him on at five
Have you
o'clock
ever
here.
had oxtails, Terry?
No, I have not. Talk about it. Talk about it.
You've never had oxtails?
No, I have not. I'm just being honest with you.
Has no
Uh,
one has no
the
one ever like recommended to you to
Uh,
try or anything?
yes, the description scares me off. It just doesn't sound appetizing to me, but I know people that just swear by them. Talk about it.
It's like if you think about a cow, that special part of its body that is just known for being the best. Like you don't get much of it, and
Gotcha.
that's exactly what they're expensive, but it's a luxury that you've got to try.
Now,
I I would
what
eat
made
it
you
every
bring that
day
up?
if I could.
What made you bring that up right now?
I'm
What?
eating some right now.
Oh, you got some now. Do you buy it already prepared, or do you prepare it at your
I
house?
mean, you can go to almost any Caribbean or Jamaican restaurant
Yeah, and
and
and and
they'll have
pick it up.
they just they're just and it's crazy. I think like the history behind it, it was seen as poor man's food. because it was something like the slaves, they got leftovers. So like,
Right.
then they discover, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then somehow it gets streamlined to everybody else. Everyone likes it. Now it's a lot more expensive, but still worth it. Still worth it.
Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying your meal. Okay, let's set the rest of the show. A little bit later, we're going to talk to with Brent Beard. Looking forward to Brent. The big story out of the world of college football, and it popped yesterday late afternoon. The SEC now has voted, and Pat, you told us about it. You saw it on the scroll. The SEC has voted. Greg Sankey and the boys have decided they're going to play a 9th conference game. They're going to play 9 conference games of the 12 every year. I think that is a very significant move, not necessarily for the SEC. I think for college football in general. And I also think it's a big move for the future of college football. I'll give you my thoughts.
I almost want to make the argument here, Terry, that the NFL should value more in-conference games.
People have talked about that.
Not by division.
Yeah.
Because look at, who was it? Was it the Lions or was it the Vikings last year? That had the second best record, but because they were second in their division,
they played a road game, or
they couldn't host the game. But
they played a road game or whatever.
The fact that you know, and there's been teams to do it. They win their division, and they're like 8-8, 7-9. They just happen to beat the teams in their division, and they get a playoff spot. So, how do you fix that? Have more games that dictate your positioning when the season ends. And I love this what the SEC's done.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've got some theories. I'll let you have some time as well, Brent Beard as well. Looking forward to getting Brent's thoughts on that. We've got some Major League Baseball, obviously, to cover. Maybe on the other side, every weekend is hot now. What do we have? We're down to like 6 weekends left.
Roman Anthony, man.
Yeah, he's had a nice run. With the Red Sox? Red Sox guy? Yeah. Yeah, and they're in a big series, big weekend series. And, you tend to say this time of the year with about 35 games in baseball left in the regular season, it's crunch time. We all get that. If you're trying to win a division, if you're trying to hold off a division, if you're trying to get in the wild card, it's crunch time. And most of the time we think crunch time, big team playing big team. Well, we're starting to see you're having some good teams losing to some bad teams. This is a tough time to lose. If you're losing to one of the 2 or 3 worst teams in the league, it's damaging right now. Very damaging. We'll look at some of the matchups that we've had this week, that we're going to have this weekend in Major League Baseball. That and a whole lot more. He's Patrick Young. I'm Terry Norvelle. We've got Zach Rothrock producing. Hope to hear from Brent Beard at the top of the hour. A lot of more topics to come here. Stay with us here, the Young and Norvelle Show on Action Sports Jacks.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax Pal.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
All right, let's jump right back into it. You know that guy, Built for More. Is that what it says, Built for More? That's Patrick Young. Guys, drinking. What do you got there? What do you got there? Oh, nice. Coke Zero. Nice. Nice.
It's unbelievable.
I should know that, and I think I do. As we welcome you back to the Young and Norvelle show, Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle. We'll have Brent Beard on in a little bit. I've known you now pretty good for 3 years now. You're a water guy too, though, right? You're a pretty big water guy. Yeah. Are you?
You know, like there's all that you're like, dang, I wish I just had something at the house every now and then.
I know. That's where
just a little different.
That's Patrick. That's where I was going to go with you. I was going to say I'm a water guy too, and you know, a lot of times I get a Propel coming in, but I got water on my nightstand. I guzzle water all night, all day. But that's where I was going to go, Pat. During the day, every once in a while, I'll buy like a Diet Dr. Pepper just because I need a punch. Yeah, you know, you just need
it's great. You could, Could you be undisciplined and go for the not diet? Absolutely.
Probably.
But at least you're doing the diet.
Trying.
You'll be satisfied. It's close enough.
Go ahead, Zach.
How do you feel about the non-sugar, like the energy drinks? I mean, there's a couple different
I
brands.
don't mess with many energy drinks, so I'm
Yeah.
going to let you two discuss that. Energy drinks, Patrick. Do you do many of them?
Not as much as I used to. Like, I don't do Celsius. I have.
Well, they're popular. I know
That's
that.
one of them.
I just found this tea.
Okay.
It's about 150. So I'm not a big coffee drinker, guys.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I don't mess with coffee.
And now I got this Yerba Mate. It's organic. What did it say caffeine wise?
Does it have a punch to it? Like it doesn't have a carbonated punch or no?
It's not carbonated. 150 milligrams of caffeine. So that's like almost 3 cups of coffee.
Zach, your thoughts on the those drinks?
I haven't done the what's called yerba, but that kind of sounds. I do one. I wasn't going to say the brand, but one. He said I do the C4.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Oh yeah, and it is somewhat carbonated, and it's like 200 milligrams in a can.
Is that Patric Faison, former Gator running back?
Do you get the jitters?
Jitters, no. I think I potentially have ADD because I have like fallen asleep like an hour or two after I've drank it before.
Oh my.
Wow.
I sometimes get the thing where I feel like I'm standing still, but my heart is going like 200 miles an hour. One of those type of things. Oh yeah, but also for a solid like 30 minutes, it really just makes me feel alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll go. I'm a
Wow.
big water. I'm a
There you
big
go.
water. I'm a big water guy, and I'm a big Propel because sometimes Propel has nothing in it, but it has flavor, right?
Yeah.
But then there's times though I need a punch. I just need carbonated, to go down hard on the right. And I will say this: a lot of times when I'll get a Diet Dr Pepper for that punch, I will not have drank a carbonated drink for a long time, and man, that is like straight brown sugar water to me with a little carbonate. It's like I'm drinking the straight syrup, Patrick and Zach. You're like, ugh, but it's got that carbonated punch to it, Oof.
Yeah, I've tried.
So good with this cherry one, but
Yeah.
they found it because I hate the regular Coke Zero. I'll force myself to drink it.
Is that
This
right?
one,
I will say. I'll say also out in the restaurant bars. Help me out. The Celsius is big, and there's one other one of those seltzer vodka.
Milani is one.
That's one that's big. There's another one I'm thinking about. It's multi-flavor seltzer vodka.
Oh yeah, the seltzer. I know
and
what you're talking about.
everybody's ordering it now. It's almost moved.
Yeah.
No, it's almost moved Celsius out of the way a little bit. What is that?
I thought High Noon was what you're talking about as well.
It might be High Noon. It might be.
Yeah.
It
I think
seems
so.
like it's a one word
It
though.
was High Noon.
Yeah,
Well,
but boy,
they use real vodka.
High Noon is a brand of the beverage in which you're describing. Yeah, there might also be a different brand.
yeah. But I tell you, man, that Celsius is still popular, right? I see that going a lot. Oh, I know the one I'm thinking. I know the one. Hold on, I know the one I'm thinking. The one I'm thinking about, I'm starting to see everybody drink it, but me. Neutral.
Yeah.
Neutral. That's the one.
That's the same as High Noon. It's the same deal.
Multiple flavors.
Yeah.
And it's what a vodka seltzer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real popular. I see out there now. I don't mess with either one of them, but
those will be popular with the ladies at tailgate season.
Try High Noons.
I see that going out a lot. Is it one flavor or is it multiple flavors?
Oh, they have multiple flavors. But what's your favorite fruit?
I like them all. I'm an orange guy. I'm a
Listen, man,
pineapple guy.
You like grapefruit?
Yes, I'm a citrus guy.
They have a grapefruit flavor, but believe it or not, pear flavor
really
is out of this world.
I like pear.
Right.
Man, I like a good firm pear.
They just brought them on, and I remember I had probably drinking in my lifetime up to that point 100 High Noons.
Yeah.
And then I tried this one, and I said, "Oh my gosh, what's this?"
Wow.
Wow. Good.
So catch me up. We'll get off this topic. High Noon is also kind of a vodka seltzer as well, kind of.
Yeah.
Flavored.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that weird, nasty kind of aftertaste that you would get from not a High Noon, a White Claw.
Hey, oh yeah, is White Claw? Is it losing some of its market share?
It's had to have.
Yeah, it was hot 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Oh, dude, it was hot.
Ooh, every girl in the bar would drink a White Claw.
I think because they probably weren't willing to change their formula because that seltzer just got a taste. If it's not mixed well, that just kind of rubs you wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drink that again.
And is Red Bull yesterday's news, or is Red Bull still around?
Ooh.
That was a monster there for
Red
a while.
Bull's still around. I've snuck on road trips buying you can get 2 of their small ones for like $4 or $5. Their flavors they're kind of weird mixtures.
Okay.
Like orange, blueberry, pomegranate. And you're like, okay, this is but man, it gets you going, Terry. That feeling that Zach talked about,
gets you.
You get that. You're locked in.
Get you hyped.
It just makes you feel alive.
Hey, we won't get bogged down on the.
Great story, real quick.
Go ahead.
Do you remember basketball, college basketball? This was 2 years ago. The white kid played on Illinois. He stayed up after a loss, drank 3 Monsters,
right?
Playing video games, and had to go to the hospital.
Really?
For caffeine poisoning, yes.
They're that strong? Holy cow.
Oh, Monsters? Yeah, Monster Energy. Like the full. Honestly, I think that's probably why Bang started not doing so well because Bang was twice the size almost of.
Oh, yeah, I see. His name was Matthew Mayer. He had 6 energy drinks
That'll do it.
in one day.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And he didn't die though, did he?
No, I think he had to be taken to the hospital. It says, I think.
Yeah.
He must have been so hyped up and had so many jitters, right?
He was seeking
I
a
think
caffeine-induced
sometimes people-
euphoria. I mean, at some point, would cocaine actually be healthier? Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to OD on something. I said, let me OD on cocaine instead of Monster.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do 14 energy drinks, I think an 8-ball might actually be better. I don't know. At some point, the scale gets tipped.
Well, his issue is, I'm sure he drank one right before the game in the locker room. Not going to be able to anything there to start the game off.
Yeah.
No way. Couldn't happen.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Zach.
But
He drank the 16-ounce variety, like the pint, like the big one. Oh my God!
I mean,
that's 800 milligrams.
my God, if you drink that much water, you'd go to the hospital, for God's sake.
That's crazy. That guy's my hero.
All right, guys, I got a sport. I got a sports.
Playing a good video game. It better not have been Fortnite. I know that.
I got a. By the way, I don't know a whole lot about Fortnite. I know that was a monster game. I heard somebody mention Fortnite, and they asked, "Is it still popular?" And they said, "Yes, that Fortnite game is still a popular game." Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's at the peak that it was a few years
Yeah.
back, but yeah, I think it's still. Yeah,
I've never played
it's
it.
up there.
I've never played it.
Next year, I believe May 26th. Zach, I believe you're going to get this game. The
GTA?
Very anticipated release of Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh yeah,
You
I'm
know-
very excited.
You know the date, and it's in May.
It was allegedly supposed to come out this year, but they got pushed back.
They pushed it back, but you know what's beautiful about games like that, Terry? Like why people actually get addicted.
Right.
They make that game so close to living like reality. You know, some people don't like their own lives, so they make this fantasy story life on GTA.
So the game, the
Dude,
concept,
people play the game like they live it.
the concept is you're stealing cars. Is that the concept?
No,
That's a part of it.
that can be a part of it. You don't
Okay.
have to steal cars.
Grand Theft Auto. Why do you not steal cars?
Well, when the series began, it was a lot more basic. Now they were in the 6th iteration at this point.
So what do you do now as your activity in the game?
Well, it's going to take place in Florida, and I think you're more or less going to.
Florida man.
Yeah.
Florida man.
Yeah, it's probably more or less. It's probably a lot like similar to like a Scarface type storyline. That's what they've had one take place in Florida that was that before.
Where I'm going, the activity that you do in the game, will it be violent?
Yeah, I don't even think we
Why-
were
why
technically
do-
allowed to say the words that.
Why do they always have to be violent activity? I don't get that.
Oh, because it's a video game. What are you supposed
But
to do? What
why
do you-
violent?
This video game, Terry. What do you mean?
But why violent? If you I can be in a competition with
I
you.
mean, well, they
Does
have.
it have to be cutting people's heads
They
off
don't.
and shooting people
There's a.
and stabbing people and running people off
No.
a cliff? Why does it always have to
Well,
be violent?
There's a video game that is somewhat popular. They call it a pressure washer simulator, where you pressure wash houses. Those games exist.
I
They exist.
was thinking if you had the right game put together, like me and player 2, we have a race who can mow the yard quickest or who could pick the apples off the tree quickest.
Yeah, that.
Why do they have to always be violent activity?
Well, those games just they
don't get
exist,
it,
but they
Patrick.
sell like 14 copies.
I
Whereas,
get
Terry, yes,
I guess
true.
you're
But
right.
Terry, this is capitalism. Vote with your dollars. There's a lot of crazy people out there that want to that be violent, right?
I guess. And you know what? I would rather them be violent on a video game than on
Oh,
the streets.
sure.
Okay, so
But
okay.
that was a major
Yeah.
concern, actually, Terry, and especially with Grand Theft Auto, that kids were getting influenced to do some crazy stuff in real life.
Wow. What is Grand Theft Auto? Any type of spinoff from that that movie franchise, Fast and Furious?
no,
Totally different.
no, it's different.
Yeah, does Fast and Furious have a game?
No, but there's a lot of games that are very similar to what you do on that game.
I'm still
There's
amazed.
Need for
They made
Speed.
one. They may have.
I'm still
Potentially.
amazed that what is it, about a 7 or 8 movie franchise
Mhm.
Fast and Furious
About
was
family.
made from guys just driving their car on the road. I don't get that.
Oh yeah, and the crazy thing is the races, they drive a quarter mile and they're going like 100 miles an hour, and somehow this race takes like 14 minutes. I don't understand how this happens. They're cutting away. It feels like it should be over in like 7 seconds.
Like, that is a great. Wait a minute, we're going 114 miles an
Yeah.
hour, and I've been here playing this game on lap 1 for 2.5 hours.
A quarter mile.
Yes, exactly.
He lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
All right, guys, I got a trivia question for you guys.
Here we go.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw this
Well,
out.
perfect time. Benita Young is in the room right now. So
Oh
she can,
man.
All right.
Oh, she may know it. Okay, here we go. General trivia question. Tell me what sports, and I'll even say basketball personality, turned 106 years old today.
Oh, I mean, the really old guy that coached the 76ers at one point. That's on ESPN. Huber?
Say it again.
Hubie Brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
That's
of.
a good guess. What sports personality today is celebrating their 106th birthday? Hubie Brown, we got on the board. Hubie Brown, that's one guess. Anybody? 106.
John Wooden.
John Wooden, great guess. He passed about 99 a few years ago. Great guess, by the way. Great guess.
Are you saying this person is alive and actually turned 100?
They're on TV?
Hold on. I'm saying
They're active?
at some point today, this was sung. Happy
Yeah.
birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. 106th birthday. Happy birthday to you, sports person. By the way, John Wooden was a great guess by both of y'all. Great guess.
So let's think kind of around that time.
106. 106.
Sports personality, gosh, turned 106.
And I'll give you want one more clue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Patrick Young. This person is known from the world of college basketball. Well, and so I know John Wooden was, but that was good guess, not correct. 106 and going strong. 106, 106, 106.
I don't even think if you told me his team.
I'll give you another. You need another clue, Zach and Pat?
Oh.
Y'all need another clue? Zach, don't you cheat.
Yeah, I did. I looked it up.
Don't say anything, Zach. Pat,
I won't say.
Pat, you want another clue?
Yeah.
Okay, and Benita. Pat, you said something about this guy. It might not be a male. There's your other clue.
It might be a famous fan that really got profiled during the tournament one season.
Zach, shut your filthy mouth. You got a real filthy mouth on you, Zach Rothrock.
Oh. Is it the nun from Loyola?
Bingo.
There you go.
Bingo. Bingo.
That was there you go.
Sister,
Wow,
sister,
that's
hey,
neat.
Sister Jean.
Mhm.
Sister Jean, $1.06 today. Sister Jean.
I think she's still fairly sharp.
Dude, you kidding me?
Probably.
Hey, she'll take a ruler and crack your knuckles if she has to in a heartbeat, probably. Right? $1.06, 106 and going strong. Sister Jean.
Try the other one.
Hey, during that tournament, I love me some Sister Jean, but I got tired of her hogging all that airtime. Remember, hey, you couldn't turn your back without seeing Sister Jean.
I remember you had a very you had a very similar take to what a lot of guys had about Taylor Swift during the NFL season this past year.
Yeah, I hate it because it makes me sound such an ogre, but because she was probably about 102 back then, but I was like, I'm tired of Sister Jean. Get her off the TV.
Yeah, that's what the people in the media. I guess I should say we in the media industry. That's something we kind of do too much. We like to just
hammer.
Yeah, just get the horse and just beat it until there's no more glue to get out. I don't really know if that's the analogy, but whatever, man.
Yeah.
We keep going until there's no more to get out of it.
And Patrick Young, help me out. Sister Jean, she was the chaplain for Loyola Chicago, who made the run in the tournament, and I think Porter Moser was the coach who then parlayed that into Oklahoma.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's still in Oklahoma, right? Yeah. But Sister Jean, remember, she was the damn chaplain.
About all that stuff. When I met him briefly,
right,
in Destin, I should have I didn't connect the dots because it was very known that Sister Jean was trying to bless the team and she was their good luck charm and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him hey coach, how much of that stuff were you buying into?
Yeah. Hey, and Patrick, you probably could have pulled Porter Moser, the coach, aside and go, hey man, Is she driving you nuts, man? He says, yeah, she won't leave our gym. We can't get her out of the gym.
Do you think there could have been a conversation for the TV networks to like put more time on her?
Maybe.
He's got no control of that.
Yeah, it was a good story though, but I got tired of it a little bit. By the way, a little bit like I mentioned yesterday. Am I the only guy in the world that feels like the Little League World Series has been going on for 2 solid years? Yeah. My God, is this thing ever going to end?
I think the 24th
is that day. Okay? So yeah, that makes sense too. Sunday.
Them kids have been out of school. Good for them.
Man, they've had a good time. All right, one more little fun sports nugget here before we take a break, and then we hope to have Brent Beard on the second hour. This is just kind of one of those funny moments in sports. Okay, I read this today, Pat, and Zach, you can comment. As I understand it, the biggest surfing competition every year in August on the East Coast is held in Virginia. Virginia has coastline, right? It's the East Coast Surfing Championships. Well, a couple days ago, they were trying to have it, and it was postponed. You know why it was postponed?
Bigger waves?
The waves were too big because of the storm. You don't have many surf contests, I don't think, that are postponed because the waves are too damn big.
Well, they have to, like.
How'd you know that, Pat?
You can connect dots there. That,
here we go.
Yes.
You hear those crazy stories of people riding 100-foot waves.
I know.
Only one person that's nuts enough to do something like that.
Yeah.
These surfers still know, like,
yeah,
man, that wave's about 15 feet, but I know I'm going to survive.
Yeah. Hey man, those big wave surfers, man, those big wave, you've seen those. The surfer looks like a little tiny dot on the wave. You're like, holy cow. It's all fun and games while you're on the board, but if you go down,
I know, right?
Woo!
It's a lot of water.
But Zach, you don't get many hey, guys, we're going to shut it down today. The waves are too big.
Waves are too big.
Yes, I want to know what's the threshold or what's the happy medium? I bet there's also a too small. If they're too small, you can't do it either. So they're too big, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Can they only do this once every couple months or something? It's got to be perfect.
They probably pick a place like they, through thorough research and figure out, time of year.
Probably.
It's a place that always has.
Did either of you guys ever mess with surfing when you were a young kid? I never really did. I got a bunch of surfing buddies. Right. I just never really did much effort to surf. Pat, did you ever get up on a board? I couldn't
get up. That was my problem. I tried twice.
It was hard, wasn't it? I mean, you need some practice.
It could have been beneficial if the person said, all right, don't worry about getting on your feet yet. Ride the wave on all fours. Get that feel for it first.
Yeah.
Jumping up, man, it probably would have taken me 100 times before I got that.
You see the guys that are good at it, man. They paddle out, they turn around, they catch a wave, they jump up, they're gone, man. I'm like, damn.
Pop up in like half a second.
And by the way, I tried it a couple times, and I would, after about 10 times, you weren't standing up, and you were getting the crap beat out of you, and it was hard to get back out there, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, those are athletes, man. Those guys are athletes and women.
That's almost like kind of like the tools of ignorance.
Yeah, catch your a little bit.
I'm gonna go back out to this wave that just kicked my butt and say, do it again.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's take a break. One in the books. We'll open up hour number 2 here on a Friday. Not a lot going on with the Jaguars. Yes, they've got the final game tomorrow. I have not seen any more roster movement today. Probably a ton of roster movement tomorrow evening and or Sunday, not just for the Jaguars. I think everybody in the NFL, you got to get cut down. So a lot of cuts will be, I think, happening on Sunday. The game is tomorrow at Miami, 7 o'clock. Don't expect much. I don't think any players that are designated as starters are really going to see the field. Pat, I think Liam Cohen actually said that. I think Cohen came out and said, our starters are not playing tomorrow. Did I read that right or hear that right?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not missing a lot. We don't have a lot of Jaguar information today, but I just don't think a lot has gone on. Obviously, the team's still in Miami. They'll do that little dress rehearsal tomorrow, make some cuts. There'll be a lot of players cut.
Players on that not starting group that you're like, okay, let's see if they can make a difference out there or do something.
Well, I mean, maybe Tootin, the running back, you would think he would get some carries. The Jaguars don't have enough full-fledged starters to really some positions. I think they don't know who the starter is, so they may play.
Over under how many times the lineup is changed this year, the starting lineup.
Ooh. Bunch? Can I say bunch?
17 games.
17.
12 and a half. 12 and a half.
I could buy that.
You could buy that?
I could buy that, yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's take a break. 1 hour down, 1 to go. Hopefully, Brent Beard, hour number 2. We really want to dive into. I've got some real thoughts. Patrick, I know you do as well. You broke the story. SEC has now officially gone to a 9-game conference schedule starting next year. Why is that significant? I think it's really significant, and I think it's more significant, not just the game. I think off the field, it's very significant. We'll talk about that. Hour 2, the Young and Norvelle Show, here on a Friday on Action Sports Jax.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School. Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Will Olive, Mandarin High School. Go Stangs.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School. Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002. Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with we armada rolling off our tongues. Never will we roam, for we know our place is out. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing.
All right, back we are. Patrick Young hanging around. Terry Norvelle on a Friday. A lot of stuff to get to. We've also got our buddy Brent Beard on deck, ready to go. Big news in college football / the SEC. The SEC has decided they will, in fact, play 9 conference games. Everybody starting next year will add one more conference game, so they'll have 9 conference, and they play 12. So 3 other games. They're going to be told they have to play 1 game against a Power 4. That'll also only leave 2 more games. So we're slowly getting rid of the Power 4 playing the smaller division games, which I think is good. I'm going to see if we can get Brent pulled up here. Pat, I don't know if we can hear you, Pat. You there, Pat? Not sure if we got Pat's video. Brent Beard, are you there? I see you.
I am. Hello.
I hear you. We'll try and get Pat's audio fired up. Brent, let's start, obviously, with the discussion. The story broke yesterday. Greg Sankey makes the announcement the SEC will, in fact, go to a 9th game. I think we all saw that coming. Significance, I see a couple of areas of significance, and I think Sankey played this great. I think, number one, guys, I think the significance to this, I think, is, in my opinion, every area that the SEC and the Big Ten can be in lockstep together and agree, I think that is another step toward those 2 big boys really, really separating big boy college football from the rest, which we all want. I think this is, from that angle, number one, Brent Beard, have at it. I love the fact that the SEC is now in the Big Ten and the other 2 conferences, by the way, but those 2 big boys now are mirroring each other. I think that is a really good thing for the future.
Greetings to both of you, first of all. I hope you're doing well. It is big. Look, this is the biggest thing, frankly, has happened in quite some time. They've been trying to get this done for about 4 years now, and they've finally been able to do it. Now, our understanding is the president's kind of signed off on it yesterday.
Yeah.
So that basically makes it law. Now, look, all 3 of us know what those presidents were looking for is more money, and they're getting, believe me, this is amazing, that for an extra game they're getting basically $5 million a piece.
Wow.
For that 1 game. Okay.
Yeah.
So now there's a couple of things with this. Every conference now except the ACC has gone to 9. So
and they're going. And they're going.
Yes, and they're going. The other thing that's very important about this is what it's going to be leading to. Now, the Big Ten has flirted with doing something like 24, 28 teams. That's just too unwieldy. That's just not going to work.
And, that's just somebody's idea. The more I study that wasn't anything that's been run across anybody important. No. That's why I'm glad we didn't get into it too much.
Right. Exactly. So, but here's what is important is we need to go ahead and now the deadline is like the first week of December. It'd be great if they decided on this before, but the next big thing that needs to happen, guys, is the SEC needs to decide on 16. If you're okay, here's why 16 is important more than 12, because if you've got 16, you could be 9-3 and get in without any doubt. I think with 16, if you're 9-3 with 12, you're holding your breath
Yeah.
and crossing your fingers and your
Yeah.
toes.
Yeah. Pat, your thoughts when you broke the story here on the air off ESPN, I think. Your thoughts, the SEC going one more conference game.
Well, Brent, can you educate me on how they're formatting the schedule? I know it's something with 6 random games and 3 rival.
Yes. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
What we're looking at here, and I don't know, I don't think this needs to be permanent. I think this needs to be
Let it
5
float.
years.
Let it float. Yeah.
Or something like that, and then exactly. But what you would have would be 3 permanent teams that you would play, and then you'd have 6 teams that would revolve, depending on how they want to do this. But look, if you're smart, guys, don't you leave some wiggle room out for after 5 years. If
You
this
switch
thing
those 3.
gets,
Yeah.
I mean, if here's the reality: if you've got, if you're some poor team and you've got Georgia, Alabama, and Texas, I mean, you're not going anywhere for a while.
And think about it from the other standpoint. What if you draw 3 teams that are in a 10-year scuffling period?
Yeah.
You don't have 3 teams that are very sexy to come out, and even SEC football is cyclical. I mean, we're all old enough. Brent, you and I are especially old enough.
Yeah.
I remember multiple eras where Alabama was down. Florida is in a down. LSU is in an up. They've been in a bunch of downs. So Georgia's been up, been down. It'll fluctuate. Pat, to answer your question, and Brent, I'm sorry if I'm jumping on you. What they're looking at is later in the fall, the SEC is going to announce every school, all 16, will be assigned 3 permanent opponents in conference that you'll play every year. So you'll get assigned those 3, and that then will have 6 of the other 12 that will rotate. So you'll play 6. The 3 permanent you'll play every year. The 6 you get this year, you'll play the same 6 the next year because you'll play home and road, and then you'll keep playing the 3rd year. You'll still play your same 3, but you'll pick up the other 6 for 2 years. That way, you play everybody in your conference at least every 2 years, and everybody goes to everybody's ballpark at least every 4 years.
Yeah.
That's the concept of the scheduling.
And part of the reason they're doing that is you've already got a fly in the ointment, is because Georgia has not gone to A&M for years now.
Since they've been in the SEC. You know that, Pat? Georgia's never played A&M's been in since what, 2012?
12, yeah.
Georgia football has never gone to State College or College Station.
Right.
How many times they played? You think?
Not a ton, but enough to have sent Georgia to that venue. Brent and Pat, let me give you my thought. I think Greg Sankey played this, and I'm not so sure that Sankey and Petiti, the Big Ten guy, I'm not so sure they didn't put on one of the great acting jobs of all time.
I agree.
Let me tell you where. Greg Sankey made a great point for a couple years when asked, will you go to a 9th conference game? He would consistently say, well, look, first and foremost, I want to protect my teams in my conference. If we add another conference game, we're the best football conference out there, and that game could easily hurt our conference in terms of playoff because we're asking for another loss. Sankey banged that drum and banged that drum and banged that drum. I think Sankey and Petiti were on the same page, and I think Sankey saying that so much behind closed doors, the Power Fours talk a lot more than we know.
Yes,
I think behind closed doors, Sankey and Petiti said, if we keep banging that drum, we're going to tell the ACC and the Big 12, the only way we're going to get the SEC to go to 9 is A, we got to go to 16, and B, here's where I think the Big 10 and the SEC were in lockstep, even though they didn't show it publicly. I think the two big boys said, we're then going to say, of the 16 every year, when we go 16, the SEC's guaranteed 5, and the Big Ten's guaranteed 5. That's 10.
Yes.
There's 6 other ones to float around. Now, if you're guaranteed 5 and 5, you may get 6 some years when you have a stupid deep cut. I think Sankey and Petiti played this thing together, and the ACC and the Big 12, behind closed doors, they said, you know what? We may not make it public yet, but we agree to that. Just as long as the SEC. Brent, I think that's what happened here.
I think that's accurate. And again, the big deal with this, the SEC going to 9 and every other conference going to 9 except the ACC. And as Terry said, they eventually will.
Yeah.
But the big deal here is you had to go to 9 if you're the SEC. Now look, when we're being honest here, the coaches don't want 9.
No, they don't.
They don't do that, Pat.
But shoot, the coaches don't want a conference championship game.
No, they don't. I agree. And yes, and what they're saying, look, I get it. What these coaches are saying is, okay, if we go to another conference game, I may get my rear end fired.
Yeah.
Because we're going to lose that extra game. But the reality is, if you go to 16, which is they're not going to 14, that they would go to 16. If you go to 16, you've got some wiggle room here, and a 9-3 with 12 is one thing, but a 9-3 with 16 is another thing.
Yep. And that is a nice little security blanket. Hey,
it is.
If you're gonna make us potentially put one more quality loss on a bunch of our teams,
right.
We need an exit strategy on the back end to still make it. And you know what the exit strategy is? You go 16, and there's a understanding you're going to get 5 in every year from those two conferences. Maybe 6 on the right year. But I think Sankey, if you peeled this onion back, I think Sankey and Petiti played this together and put on a really nice performance. And I don't think the ACC and the Big 12 had a whole lot to fight back against. They said, hey, man, at one point, Petiti and Sankey probably got on a conference call with the other two commissioners, Phillips and whoever the other guy is, and said, we all think it's best for the sport for the SEC to go 9 as well. Hey, if we do this, SEC Big 10, the only way we're doing it, if you guys sign off on 5 and 5 for us, because we're the big boys.
Yes.
And I think they had no choice but to sign off on that.
Yeah.
And by the way, again, the more the SEC and the Big 10 start mirroring each other, I think that's great for the big pull away. And there's going to be a big pull away, I think. But they gotta kind of, the AFC in the NFL can't be totally different structured than the NFC. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And they're not. They all play 2 division games against each other, and they rotate and blah blah blah. But they're on the same page. I think it's a monumental step for a pull away.
It's 1 inch closer to getting rid of the committee.
Which is a good.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great point. Yes, it is.
Probably a huge step closer.
Hey guys, what we've talked about what we think college football has done in terms of fumbling these unopposed this Saturday, tomorrow, unopposed NFL. You don't count preseason games, and that's unopposed weekend Saturday, and next Thursday unopposed. I mean, this morning I started thinking about this again. I'm like, tomorrow should have been promoted and promoted, and it's
yep.
college football's kickoff
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes.
At least 2 or 3 compelling games, and your morning shows are fired up, and you're doing big things and announcing your newest Hall of Fame or what. I mean, tomorrow should be a christening, a birth of college football. How does Brent Beard, Patrick, how does college football drop the ball on this?
Well, I mean, as Terry's saying, you basically got 2 weekends to yourself. Is what you're doing, and see,
And a Thursday, and a Thursday night.
Yeah. And look, they really are giving up too easily on Thursday night. They're really going to Friday night. Is where they're going with this too. But again, it's incredibly significant that the SEC would agree to this. And again, the coaches, I don't know what the vote for the coaches would have been. I don't think it would. If y'all disagree, tell me. I don't think it would have passed. Frankly, to you guys, if it would have been voted on by the coaches. But look, the presidents and the AD smell money. And you're getting $5 million each for this additional game to go to 8 to 9.
Yeah.
They couldn't turn that down, could they?
I don't think so. I really don't. I really don't. But Pat, your thought, the NFL does a great job. They used to make that Thursday, the NFL was the kickoff. Remember, there was a run where that Thursday, they had 2 Thursday games. They had concerts at both Thursday venues. They bounced back and forth. Y'all remember that. It wasn't that long ago.
Absolutely.
Why college football, Patrick, doesn't have, just
right?
make it a huge kickoff.
About basketball, like they need to stop having big games early in the season because nobody watches them.
They get buried.
What's blocking college football from having big games to start out with? Nothing.
Nothing.
You got all the eyes.
No, you're right. College basketball gets buried. And ask yourself, why does college basketball get buried November, December, those great games? Well, twofold. And they're both have the word football in them. NFL football and college football. Right? Well, college football having a massive weekend or two to show off, they're not fighting college basketball. They're not fighting NFL football. It's sitting there, but they do nothing. Man, it should be tomorrow and Thursday should be huge days for them.
This opportunity should be competitive with the NFL draft.
Well said.
How big they've made that event.
Well said.
Why couldn't they try to create something that's their own? It's not on anybody else's toes. Everyone's excited about the start of college football. You have all the eyes, all the attention. Like, I think the NFL said they were expecting in DC. Where's the draft next year? Like 2 million people or
Pittsburgh, I think. Is it at Pittsburgh?
Something ridiculous like that. Like, come on. And people are even more loyal in college. So, they show up in groves.
Brent, you could make Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, just massive days, unopposed. The NFL is not stepping on your toes at all. But you know what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm going to hopefully remember that noon game. I'll watch that noon game. I know. That's the only compelling game.
Yes,
and I mean, Brent, you can admit it. Patrick, you can admit it. I'll admit it. I'm not going to sit and watch every one of those other 4 games. They're not compelling. Right? They're not going to. If I'm home, I'm going to watch the first game probably pretty hard. But then that's only one game at noon. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You got a couple games on Friday. They probably should move. And then you got that Thursday. And I wouldn't try to make that Friday. Friday should be high school. I would not have Baylor and Auburn and Georgia Tech and Colorado on Friday. I'd have them on one of the big days, that Thursday or that Saturday. You've got 3 compelling days that the college football world is wasting. Absolutely wasting.
Oh, yeah. Well, now what's going to happen here, and we don't know when it's going to happen yet, but week 0 is going to become week 1. In other words, I don't know what they're going to do as far as I don't think they're going to move the week. The week. Well, I hope this won't be confusing, but would they keep week 2 then the Thursday through Monday thing?
Yeah.
But the thing they're beginning to realize is they need to do something to move up to keep the schedule from going to almost February. And so that's one thing you're going to see.
Right.
And I don't know how soon it's going to be, but week 0 is going to become week 1
Yeah.
again.
I've laughed at the phrase week 0 since they invented it. I'm like, what the hell is that? You know. Here's one more thought. To make big events in addition to big games, that Saturday, Thursday, Saturday we're talking about, you need some other events. They've talked about having a early signing period. Hell, why not? One of those days is a big story on signing day. Saturday, August 30th. Add in signing day, or the Friday, the Thursday before, or tomorrow. August 23rd, tomorrow. What if tomorrow, one compelling game, but it was early national signing period? Make a big deal out of it. They dropped the ball. Boy, they dropped the ball unopposed. And then you figure starting the Saturday after Labor Day, whatever that is, the 8th or whatever, September 8th, the second or third week, whatever college football calls that. From that moment on, college football plays second fiddle to the NFL.
It does. It does.
So they give away at least 3 prime days. Terrible decision.
Yeah. I agree with that. And now, one thing that everybody will look forward to is whether you go to game or not on Saturday, Sunday, you've got 2 games, and your night game is Notre Dame at Miami.
Yeah,
I mean, that's an incredible Sunday night thing.
And Patrick, if you remember how this has played out over the Labor Day weekend, as Brent's talking about, college football's had this Labor Day weekend thing. Saturday, Sunday, one game, Monday night game, and you're done, right? They have picked up that Sunday. That Sunday used to be one game, and sometime it wasn't a great game. Pat, those 2 games on this coming Sunday, a week from Sunday, those are really good games. They've picked up. They got a 3:30 and then a 7:30.
Yes.
I was just looking at the schedule, and it just kind of warms your heart to see Florida with a preseason ranking in the top 25, like at solid 15.
How about that?
Yeah.
If their schedule was not as tough as it is, Pat, and that's their problem, they would probably be in the top 10.
Dang.
It is a reality, but
at LSU, Texas at home.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Got to beat Georgia. Florida's got to find a way to beat Georgia.
Yeah, I agree. If you're going to the playoffs, you've got to find a way to do it. But
been spanking Florida for a good minute now.
Yeah. Well, I've made this point, and I'm not going to take away a win. A win's a win. But the Florida-Georgia game, in terms of Florida winning a regular Florida-Georgia game, and I say regular because the last Gator win was 18,000 people in the stadium because of COVID.
Yeah.
Now, they won the game, and that counts. Florida beat Georgia, a good Georgia team on the field, but it wasn't a regular game. It's been a long time since Florida has knocked off Georgia in Jacksonville with 85,000 fans, and by the end of the game, Georgia's fans are empty, and Florida's 40 are singing and chanting. It's been a long time. Not that game didn't count, but that was a COVID game when they won.
Yeah.
That was a COVID game.
And see, I wonder how similar this year will be. Are they going to have all the seats because you've got construction going on?
Yeah.
Or at least to some degree it's going on. I mean, it's not widespread stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, will they have all 85 this year, or will they have 65 or 70?
I think they're going to be close to it, but I will tell you this. I talked to a buddy of mine, again, that's involved in construction down there. today. And I haven't been there, and I won't be down there most likely until Florida, Georgia.
Yeah,
But I
yeah, me
hear,
too.
even right now, there's a lot of construction sites down there. There's a lot of walk around, step around, rope off, tape off. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there is and I've been told, that thing won't be ready for 3 or 4 years, but I've been told there's so much work to be done and foundation, and they've got to start now. They're doing dribs
sure.
to keep it open a little bit, dribs and drabs, but man, there's a lot of work to be done.
Oh yeah.
Foundation work.
Now, I'm just telling you, that's going to be strange around here the next 2 years. Now, we won't get into this very
Yeah.
much, but I mean, the next 2 years, that game's not going to be here. That game's either
What,
going to be in
after this year, right?
yeah, after this year, that game is going to be in Terry, it's in Atlanta, right? And then
And
it's going to
Tampa,
be
right? Was it
yeah,
Tampa?
and then Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah. And Pat, I don't know if you remember, you're probably busy.
I'd go to that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
And Pat, I don't think you were quite old enough to remember, but what was it, Brent? 93, 94.
Yes.
Because the
Yes.
Jaguars started in 95,
Right.
but they had to redo the stadium. The game was in Athens and Gainesville, back-to-back
Yes,
years.
correct.
And
Correct.
it was pretty cool. I went to the game in Athens
Mhm.
and watched the game, but it was pretty cool, I have to admit, to see Florida run onto the field at Sanford Stadium.
Yeah.
I'd never
Yeah.
seen that. And
Right.
I watched the game here, but it was kind of cool to see the Georgia Bulldogs run
Yeah.
run onto Florida Field.
Yeah.
You had never seen that.
Oh yeah. No, that's very true.
And it was doubly cool to see Florida beat Georgia's ass twice. 'Cause, hey,
Yeah.
Pat, that was back when they did it all the time. And
Yeah,
you took,
right.
and you
Yeah.
took it for granted.
There was somebody that was like, man, a Georgia guy, I like Steve Spurrier, but then he beat us 11 times.
out of
That's right.
12.
I don't like him no more.
Hey, staying with
He
the
stopped going to the game after like
Yeah.
six in a
Oh,
row.
yeah, I'm sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like Bill Shanks, our buddy Bill Shanks.
Yeah, it does, don't it?
Bill
Yeah.
Shanks from Macon Radio and TV. He obviously covers Georgia. And during that Spurrier run, about halfway through, he goes, "I'm done. Until Georgia
Yeah.
wins again, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
tired of bringing
Yeah.
my butt from Macon down here
Mhm.
and loading up a loss." Speaking of Florida's schedule, I just was filling out my stuff, getting set to go to some games this year. And the real cool game on Florida's schedule, again, because it never happens. I think they've only played like once or twice, but it was in 1940 and before. It's going to be neat to see the Texas Longhorns
Oh,
run
yeah.
onto the field
Absolutely.
in
No
Gainesville.
question.
Wouldn't you agree with that, Patrick? Texas. Now, they won't have Bevo, but I mean, to see that historic uniform run onto the field in Gainesville is going to be that's the biggest game in Gainesville, probably, just
Yeah.
because of that this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's going to be real cool.
That game, every game's gonna mean a lot to DJ, but
Yeah, but I mean, that's one of those, you never see it. It's too big. That game will remind me of a couple years ago, Georgia had the home and home with Notre Dame.
Mhm.
And, you're like, when in your lifetime, if you're a Georgia fan, have you ever seen Notre Dame run onto Athens, Sanford Stadium?
Now, and here's the thing with that too. If they beat Ohio State in the opener, they will be undefeated coming to Florida.
Absolutely. And that's
So
what
they will be the number one team in the country. They
and-
are now.
And we remember we talked about that last week, maybe this week. I titled it, "What If?" Just for the hell of it. What if somehow Florida was to win in Baton Rouge that Saturday night?
Yeah.
They would be 4-0. And
Yeah.
what if Texas was to knock off Ohio State week 1? Of course, they'll be number 1 in 4. That would
Yes.
be a monster game in
Boy, it
Gainesville.
would be, wouldn't it?
That would be 4-0 Texas, number 1 in the country,
Mhm.
against 4-0 probably 5 or 6 Florida.
Probably. Yes.
4 weeks in, if
Yeah.
Florida hadn't lost, starting from 15, they'd creep up to 4 or 5 probably.
Well, what that would mean if Florida's undefeated at that point, that would mean they had also beaten Miami and LSU.
Yeah, a good point.
Oh, they'd be number 1 at that.
Wow.
I'm going number 2 for sure.
Yeah, that would be huge. And
No start, 1 or 2.
if Florida got out 4-0 going into Texas, I mean, they could then theoretically lose to Texas and Georgia
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
could run the table
Right.
and then get in the at 10-2, get in the playoffs.
Well, see, I'm wondering if they play close games with they've still got Tennessee and Ole Miss late, but then that 4, if they could split that 4 of LSU, Miami, Texas, and Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Listen, to me, if they were 9-3 with this schedule, their schedule right now is number 2 schedule in the nation. Oklahoma's number 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they were to at being number 2 in the nation, and again, remember now what we've had done over the last few days is the committee may actually have to look at strength of schedule.
Yeah.
In the reality.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Man, how incredible would that be? But my point here is if Florida's 9-3 and they've got close games, maybe lose a couple of those games on the last play of the game or something, to me that they would deserve to go to the
Yeah.
playoffs.
I will say this, and Pat,
It's unbelievable.
yeah, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Oh,
tough.
my
I will say this. I've been around this college football long enough that when obviously the talk all off season is Florida has a tough schedule, toughest schedule in the nation.
Yes.
I always take a little bit of a step back because generally the teams that you look at on schedules that you're going, man, tough as hell, tough as hell, tough as hell, tough as hell, tough as hell. Generally, a couple of those don't end up tough as hell.
Yeah, right.
So I always take a little bit of a back step. There's a chance we look up and Texas A&M is 7-5, 8-4, and Miami may be 7-5. And all of a sudden, at the end of the year, you go, okay, we thought that I think tough as hell schedules don't always play out.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that just a thought. Just a thought there. Patrick, we talked a little bit yesterday about a lot of honors coming this way. Your former basketball coach, Coach Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan to be honored during Florida football opener, former men's basketball head coach to be recognized in advance of his Hall of Fame induction. So in advance of his induction into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, legendary Florida basketball coach Billy Donovan will be recognized during an in-game ceremony at Florida's home opener against LIU on Saturday. Donovan obviously guided Florida from 96 to 15, 2 national titles, a bunch of Final Fours. Of course, Patrick was among that. Obviously, then went into the NBA. Limited number of tickets. I think they're now sold out.
They are.
But a real nice, and it looks like I think they're also going to do a fireworks display. But Pat, you got to be proud for Coach Donovan, man. Deserves everything he gets, right?
Oh, absolutely. I just wonder how a guy like him, how does he define success and keep pursuing it? And I mean, the guy he wants to win a NBA title.
Yeah,
probably as bad as everything that he achieved thus far, and he's going to enjoy the moment. I know him well enough, but he's not going to linger on it too much.
And some people, I heard a couple of buddies of mine. We got talking about this, the honor, the other day when it came out, and a couple of guys were going, "What the hell, LIU? Why Long Island?" Well, think about this. It can't be Texas. It can't really be Tennessee or Florida State because there's this thing called the NBA season that gets started by those games. This season opener, the NBA hasn't started yet. So he can get down to Gainesville without infringing on his team or his practices or his games, right?
Yes. Yeah. But, and that really is the only game he can do it. But now, the game is sold out as of today.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though it's long, and again, we got to remember they're playing Long Island. Help me on this, Terry. They're playing Long Island because they originally had scheduled, was it UCF?
I think it was UCF in that slot.
Yeah. And for some reason that did not work, and they had to reach out and just grab whoever they could
Yeah.
grab. But I'll say this, um, uh, particularly because of their quarterback injury situation, I think it helps them tremendously having 2 games
Yeah.
start the season
Yeah.
that they can win.
And I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here. If I am, I'm sorry. But as I understand it, and I may be wrong, yeah, that opener was supposed to be Florida UCF.
Yeah.
And Brent, you said for whatever reason, from what I understand, UCF got put in, joined the Big 12, so they
Yeah.
had to change their schedules
Yeah.
for their Big 12. So all of a sudden, Florida had an open and with little time to fill. They're
Yeah.
calling anybody, because
Sure they are.
you got to let UCF out of that because they joined a major conference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you understand that, but Florida got caught. UCF gets to fill that spot and all their other ones with conference games.
Yeah.
CF should have still kept that game. That's a great non-conference.
I know that would have been a good game.
It really would have been. Oh,
And-
yeah.
And that might have been at UCF if I've got, and I may be
It
way off.
was. It was, as a matter of fact. You're right about that.
Because
It was.
I think the contract Florida signed with UCF was a 3-game, 2 Gainesville, 1.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Florida's a big enough board to say, okay, UCF, yeah, we'll play you home and home, but we want 2 home. We're going to
Yes.
give you 1 home.
Yes.
And I think this was the UCF home. And yeah, before people I think that's Florida's deal. So before anybody bashes Florida, I think you say, well, wait a minute. They had to get a game scheduled in less than a year, probably, because UCF said, "Man, we got to get out of this. We got to get to our conference."
One thing that's fascinating about this, we're having all this football discussion because football, in some ways, has trouble getting its act together. We're not having this discussion about basketball.
No, we're not.
Are we? I
No,
mean,
no.
I mean, look, but people can criticize basketball all they want to, but that's what basketball is. I mean, I'm a football 1A and basketball 1B guy.
Yep.
But I mean, look, basketball is nothing but, hey, I'm excited. Gators coming back. They're defending their crown. Here's their schedule. It's going to be tough. I mean, that's all you're talking about right now. You're not worried about all this other crap that's going on.
And Pat, I think Brent hits it on the head. Basketball is clean. They've got their act. They've got their act together. Now, I could live with basketball paring down from 336 to.
Exactly.
But right, basketball has their act together. They've got the best tournament in the country.
Yes.
It mesmerizes our country for 3 weeks. I mean, mesmerizes our country for 3 weeks. You don't hear a lot of this. The right teams get in. And I know it's fun to do bubble this, bubble that, but you know what? They're bubbling. Does Southern Miss get in? They don't. Patrick, NCAA basketball, they don't ever leave the wrong teams out. They got it down, man. Right?
Yeah, and you can make an argument like with Texas A&M a few years ago. They lost 8 games in a row.
They weren't winning the damn thing, and they weren't going to the Final Four.
Look, it says tournament. Things are set up. All right, you had a blunder. You were being uncharacteristic. You played good enough to make your conference tournament championship.
Yeah,
win the thing. No one can deny you that.
Yeah. But basketball sure does have it spit shined a lot better than football, Brent. I think that's your point, right?
Yeah. Well, to me, my only argument with basketball is you've got some tremendous games going on in the pre-conference schedule that unfortunately no one is watching.
Yeah.
Because they're still involved in football. So now look, I don't think they will ever do anything revolutionary, but there's always been talk about having May Madness instead of March Madness type thing, and doing something with the schedule. And I don't have the answer for that yet, but my basic point here is while football is still trying to save itself, with growing the postseason, basketball has got it. And I know basketball talked about expanding the tournament and all that. The tournament, frankly, is fine where it is.
I agree.
But the reality is for football, listen, we need to get this football thing straightened out this year and leave it alone for a while.
I like what Brent said, and Pat, I want to hear your comment as well on this with your history of college basketball. If you came to me and said, Terry, college basketball's got it pretty wired, is there anything you would like to change? And Brent, you said it a moment ago, I may not have the exact answer. It may be moving it deeper into the year. I get it. But the only thing I would like college basketball to fix, and I don't know how to fix it, and Pat, you've hit it too a bunch.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Those November, December games are so compelling.
Yes.
And they're so watchable, and they're so good. But man, in November and Thanksgiving week and basketball championships, football championship Saturday, and through Christmas and around New Year's, we miss so much great basketball. It just kind of, if I could figure out a way to unbury those games, because Pat, man, there are some great matchups November, December every year, right, Pat, in college basketball every year.
You know, my mind went to something else because I know this is something you want to change in college basketball. Those damn replays.
Oh, yeah. It's got bad. Good point. It's gotten bad, hasn't it, Pat?
If there's one flaw that we really want to, I'd say, or college, you guys got to figure this out.
Yeah.
Like there can't be 10 reviews in the last 2 minutes of the game.
And I think the college basketball issue with replay is the worst in all sports. Football, we get wore out a little bit, but even football's not as bad as college basketball.
Hey, football is still struggling figuring out this instant first down thing.
Yeah.
It's been taking 45 to a minute and a half for them to get that thing that's supposed to be quicker.
Yeah, that's why they introduced it. But Brent, wouldn't you agree that the NFL has, there are times the game gets choked a little bit in the NFL for replay. Yeah. College football gets choked a little bit, but nothing is like college basketball the last 10 years or so. I mean, the game of college basketball gets ground to a halt sometime that. I mean, that's an issue, and they're working on it, but they've got to fix that. They've got to fix that.
Yeah, and now, Pat, help me on this. They actually made a rule to where you're limited, right, in the last 2 minutes of the game, as far as how many
coaches. I don't think coaches can call for them, or maybe that's the time.
Yeah,
they can call for it.
Or it might be the other way around. But they're at least they're trying, and they acknowledge there's an issue, right? Because there is an issue.
Does it drive you crazy, guys, doing this all the time now?
Yeah. Well, you know what drives me crazy, particularly in baseball, is you'll have a bang bang play at a base or the plate or what have you, a catch, no catch, and the baseball person will go to their ears and they'll do this, and they're telling their coach, "Hey, man, review." Well, to me, I'm like, it's not a audio review. They should be doing this.
Yeah.
It's a video. It's a visual review, not. Yes. Yeah. Why do they do this? They should go like this.
That's
right.
You're so right.
I'm like,
it's a video review. We're not with the ears.
I don't care if they hear it at all. I want them to see it. You know?
Yeah. Hey, and I do want to throw this out. We've only got a few minutes left. Now, in tomorrow's games, we do have a Dan Mullen sighting.
Yeah, how about that? How about that?
Because his team,
absolutely,
his team is playing. Yes, and look, the Iowa State game, the one Terry's talking about. I mean that's a frankly very watchable game.
It is, and it's at noon. It's at noon.
With and are you a little tired of it being played in Ireland though?
Yeah, I don't agree with any of that. I don't get the concept. I don't
agree.
I often
to do that. If that's going to be, remember that you got to bring the big. That's got to be a huge game.
Yeah, you would think.
It does. That's a great point.
I even wondered in a weird way to try and get American football viewed over there. Is the NFL behind this a little bit? I don't understand what the benefit for college football it is. It is.
You need a big fan, big fan bases that they'll be like, absolutely, I'll take that trip.
Yeah.
Well, see, they need that. They need that Texas Ohio State game tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
If they want it,
But I would be pissed off. Texas Ohio State doesn't need to be played over there.
yeah, I agree.
That
You know?
game's be played at Canton.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
yeah.
That
Now,
game's would be at Canton, Ohio.
now, the interesting thing too is going to be is how are they going to do this Lee Corso thing?
Well, we talk starting tomorrow. I mean, it's the week of Corso,
Yes.
and I can't wait. I mean, the guy is lovable. It's sad where he's at mentally right now, but you know what? And I want to prepare everybody. I started yesterday. You may feel like it's a little overkill because it's going to be a hell of a week. I think non-ESPN networks are going to pay homage to him.
Yeah.
You know, but to me, they can't give him enough. That thing turned into a monster of its own, and I don't think the Hollywood script writers could have scripted that any better. You know what it turned into.
Oh yeah, I mean, at 90 years old to be, the stroke slowed him down, and they need, and I'm glad they're doing this instead of doing something nutty like firing him and not giving him a chance, but yes, it'll be good that they will have an opportunity for him to go out on his own.
I think there'll be, Pat and Brent, I think there'll be several. Even starting tomorrow, it'll be the week of Corso. There'll be some packages and references, but tomorrow's not his day. His day is the following Saturday, right?
Yes, correct.
The Texas Ohio State game in Columbus is his final day. That's his big day, and that'll be his last headgear because it was his first location of headgear was in Columbus.
Yes.
What a ambassador to college football, and that thing turned into a monster, didn't it? The whole Corso thing.
Yeah. Now I'm curious about this. Is Dick Vitale? Is Vitale? I like Vitale, but I don't want to see him. What's the word I'm going to use here? I don't want to see him embarrass himself.
And he's getting. I think he's getting close too. Don't you think, Pat?
Is it Pat?
Oh, we lost your audio.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
Check your audio, Pat.
And but I see where you're going. I think he's getting close, and I don't want to run him out either. But and Pat, we got 1 minute, Pat. What do you think? I think we've got about a year, maybe two, and you need to have a Vitale.
He struggled in the game he had.
Yeah,
In terms, it's the breath in terms of how fast he speaks.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with his former self, and then his voice just isn't that strong. That's very strong.
Yeah. With what you're saying, it wouldn't be surprising. Obviously, they're not going to do it this year. It wouldn't be surprising if you have the send-off for Vitale next year. It wouldn't be surprising.
Yes. If he still has the energy, he's such a staple and an icon. If he can do one big game a year, and you feel confident in that, I think you can find a way to. College basketball has been his man for how long, guys?
How about 40 seconds, guys? How about somehow have if next Saturday Corso could do some of the game or his. How about bringing Vitale on set next week, and then next year, if Corso's still alive, bring Corso on Vitale's set or at one of his games.
Yeah,
because they're basically the same guy, different sports. And how they got where they're at is very similar. We don't have time to get into it. Good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Brent. Thank you,
Good weekend, everybody.
Zach, for producing. And I concur with that. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll get back together next Monday. A lot to talk about as we really preview the big start of college football. Next Monday, 4 o'clock for the next edition of the Young and Norvelle Show.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jack's Pal. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jackspal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jack's Pal.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.